So why is Greenland valuable to the US? Well, it's the shortest path for ballistic missiles between Russia and China, and so acquiring Greenland then would provide invaluable defense against certain types of attacks from Russia for the United States, particularly through maintaining and upgrading radar, space surveillance, and sensor networks to prevent and disrupt missile attacks. And also, as sea ice recedes, trade routes in the Arctic will also expand, something the US fears would benefit China and Russia if they don't expand their influence into the area. And this is just to list a few interests the US has laid out in official documentation, like on the State Department website and even in NATO agreements going back to 1951. Now, this last part is important. These concerns that Trump has are quite literally laid out in the NATO agreements, meaning that the last 75 years between Denmark, Greenland, and the United States have been about achieving these very objectives, which has included establishing a very large US military base in Greenland, in part for the purpose of radar and surveillance. Trump's military goals could be achieved without having sovereignty over Greenland, which would mean sharing costs and the burden with other NATO nations, strengthening alliances, and just deterring Russia and China even more so than what could be done under the US sovereignty. So what Trump is doing could not only undermine that progress, but do it all for very little gain. The benefit is just not worth the cost, and there are far better ways to achieve the US's objectives in the Arctic.